afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's around 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am in a hotel room. So let me go live now because when I leave my room, I want to go get to know a little bit more of Chicago. I want to go try some popcorn at the popcorn joint that my friends told me to go. I want to go look at a little boutique. Um, when I travel, I like to go to places that are distinct to that place, little boutiques, entrepreneurs. I love to support small businesses. Last night I was buying a watch and I asked the ladies at the counter um, where were any boutiques, and they knew the assignment. They were like, "Oh, this place called Accessorize, this place called Ikram." They are Black woman-owned businesses, and they've been around for a long time. And you're gonna love their stuff. Is very unique. So when I get off of here, I'm gonna go um, check out Chicago, and then I'm meeting my client for dinner later tonight. So I'm excited. So I wanted to go live very quickly um, and just share. Last night I wrote a post around 1 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed, and I was like, you know what? I'm always bragging on my client results, and I hardly brag on my own results. And it's totally okay to brag on your own results because people need to know why you're the leader. People need to know why they can trust you to pay you to get those results. So, whatever space you're in, credit repair, weight loss, health, mindset, um, money, wealth building, business scaling, and then like each one of those umbrellas, like the business umbrella is so wide. You can help clients with their funnels and their, evergreen things. And that's what you specialize in. You just specialize on that. And yeah, there is some business strategy that you do, but you specialize in funnel building and email sequences, or you specialize on social media strategy, right? The organic strategy of building your brand and credibility online organically. Organically means without Facebook ads. That means that you can drive traffic to your website or your landing page or to your booking page so people can book a call, so people can buy your product. You know that there are tons of ways for you to make six figures, a minimum of six figures in your business, right? You could do that with a $300 product. Like if you had a $300 course or small service that you provide that somebody could just buy standalone without needing your one-on-one, and you sold one of those per day, you'd make six figures in a year, right? You can still keep your day job, even though I don't work with clients who sell low ticket things. I do not help a client to build a low ticket thing. I think that a low ticket thing should be the last thing you build. I think you should start high. You should start with getting clients one on one at a high price point so that you can create the cash flow that you need to be able to provide the service for your client at a very high level and not be stressed out so that you could be um, sourced emotionally and financially to be able to serve a client um, in the best way, right? Very powerfully. So I wanted to share. It's been 3 weeks, and I've collected over $75,000 in cash and sold $100,000 in sales with just 3 clients. Okay, and so no, I didn't start here. I didn't start here. When my business took off, I started dead smack in the middle of the pandemic. It was June of 2020, and I took off in the middle of the pandemic when everybody's husbands were losing their jobs, when people were losing their jobs, when there were more people on unemployment than there had ever been in the history of the United States, when the world was in a state of panic, when there was a lot of division, right? People who believed that the coronavirus was fake and people who believed, stop going to the store without a mask. In the middle of all of that, when there was a crisis in the country, a financial crisis, when millions of people lost their jobs and had no money, there were also millions of people who had money, and they knew that this was the time to hunker down, hire private mentoring, hire private coaching to accelerate a skill set through the pandemic that could position them to win. Through the pandemic, I wrote posts about the thing that is costing you the most important and the most expensive problem that you have is that you don't know how to create your own money. The most expensive problem that a person has is that they don't know how to create their own money, their own economy, print their own money. In the middle of the pandemic, I launched a program called Print Money on Demand. And it was just that, print money on demand, teaching people how to go and make money, how to price their things differently, how to show up consistently, how to bring leads organically. And ever since then, I did another iteration of the Print Money on Demand program. Then I focused on just one-on-one, taking clients from zero to $94,000 in 8 weeks, from zero to $50,000 in 3 weeks, from zero to $40,000 in 1 month, from zero to $140,000 with contracts with Twitter and LinkedIn and healthcare. Like, I'm just blessed that this is my gift, that this is the thing that God gave me so that I can provide for my family and I can help as many other people get the results that they want. Now, according to StreamYard, there are zero people watching me. So sometimes it's weird. You get zero notifications that people are on. If you're leaving any comments or if you're saying anything, I'm not seeing them. I'm sorry. I am broadcasting to 3 different platforms at the same time. And so I use StreamYard as my software to do that. But sometimes technology sucks. So if you're leaving any comments or you're saying anything, I don't see them right now. Sorry, apologize. Um, but make sure that you message me if you are resonating with anything that I'm saying or in any way, shape, or form you are intrigued about how I can help you do this in your business as well. I always tell people I love working with people who already have a service-based business, who already have paying clients. I don't care if your last client was a couple of months ago. The fact is that you have a service that you sell, you have a transformation that you sell. People have bought it before, and people have gotten results. If that is true, whether you're making 6 figures already or you haven't made 6 figures, that's the kind of person that I work with. I do not work best with people who, uh, I'm sorry, I just got a text message, who need to build something from scratch. If you want to build your business and your movement from scratch, then I suggest you go to my personal friend, client, and business bestie, Chandra Brooks. Chandra can help you start a business from the ground up, and she's amazing at that. But if that, I'm watching Linda. Hey, Vern, how are you? Good to see you. So, if you have a service-based business and you're doing all the things, buying this course about a funnel and buying that course about emails and buying that course about challenges and buying that course about nurturing your clients and doing all the things except making money. One of the things that high achievers struggle with is information overload, buying a whole bunch of information and being so overwhelmed with the things that they don't implement. So they're very busy being broke. Okay? High achievers suffer with that. Information overload, being very busy, but broke. So I take people who are tired of being busy and broke and streamline them so that they can maximize their time. Because guys, time is a very expensive resource. You cannot get it back. Okay? I've been on this live stream now 10 minutes. I'm not getting these 10 minutes back in my life. Right? But if through this live stream I land a $20,000 client, if through this live stream I land a $50,000 client, then the time was so worth investing. If you look at your time as a resource, just like money, people say time is money. For some people, time ain't shit. Time is not money. Time is some bullshit that they like to waste. So they're overweight. So they don't take care of their health. So they don't fix relationships because they don't value time. And if you don't value time, you damn sure are not going to value money. Okay? I'm going to say that again. If you do not value time, you damn sure are not going to value money. If you take your own life for granted, if you take your own health for granted, if you take your own bank account for granted, if you think that day in and day out, you're just existing, you're just waking up, taking oxygen, repeating the same things that you do, you're not even valuing time. Even when I was a single mom, I valued time over money. Let me tell you how that was showing up in my life. I'm a single mom. When I was married, I was a stay-at-home wife. And so I was able to go to all of my children's events, every field trip, every after-school thing. And as a single mom, I would ask my bosses, "Hey, I got to leave early today. My son is running track. He's running an event, on the at the track meet. Hey, I got to leave early. My daughter has a football game tonight, and she's a dancer. She's performing in a halftime show. Um, hey, I got to leave early because my daughter has competition. It's contest season. Hey, I got to leave early because," and my boss would be like, "Linda, you can't just leave early every day. You've already left early once this week." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I got to leave early again. My daughter has a thing." Well, your daughter already had a football game. Okay. And my daughter also has a contest across town, and I got to be there. I am a single mom. I don't have any friends or family living in Houston. If I don't show up to my daughter's event, there will be nobody on the bleachers screaming her name. So I got to go. And my bosses sometimes would be like, "If you continue to leave, I'm gonna have to let you go." And I, being a gangster person, like I've always been, was like, "Oh, you don't gotta let me go. If I gotta put in my 2 weeks right now, let me know." Sometimes they will be like, "Oh, you don't gotta put in 2 weeks, like you shouldn't go." Or sometimes they'd be like, "Wow." And eventually I would get fired anyway. So I valued time. I valued time with my kids. My kids are never going to become adults. They're already adults. They're not going to be old and sitting at a Thanksgiving dinner and saying, "Man, mom was never there." After mom and dad got divorced, she started focusing on herself. She started dating every damn man she could. She was never there. No, 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 no. I was there for everything because I value time. I value creating memories. I value showing my kids that I have their back. I value that. So even when I was broke, I value time over money. People who value their time, they will spend money, they will invest money to get their time back. And that's what I love doing. I love taking entrepreneurs who have a service based business who want to invest money in hopping in a time machine with me for 90 days so we can do this, compress time, and get crazy results. There are strategies that happen in those 90 days. There are things that you have to do that are pushing you out of your comfort zone. I'm tired of the internet, the Facebook place, and the LinkedIn place, and all the places that are out here making people believe that they just have to write some posts every day. And that's all organic marketing is. And it's attraction marketing. And when you write just one post, fuck, when you write 3 posts a day, that people are going to magically, magnetically be aligned with you, and they're just going to beg you to work with you. When you create a call to action in one of your stories, people are going to reply and they're going to throw their credit cards at you. "Take my money. Take my money. Sign me up." Oh, that's what the internet has to believe in. Building a multiple six-figure business is not a fairy tale. It's not something that's all energy and frequency. You just have to energetically align. You just have to energetically do the things. right? You have to vibrate at that level. I believe in all that, but you got to do the damn work. You've got to do the work. And just watching people's live streams for free. I love that you watch people's live streams for free. I give a lot of value for free. You're not gonna change your life or your business watching people's live streams for free. I love you for watching my live streams. I love that it's somehow getting into your blood. I love that it's getting into your system. I love that it's pumping you up. Somebody literally about 30 minutes ago, somebody messaged me, "Hello, I've been following you for a while. I would love to know how you leveled up. Would you mind sharing that with me?" And I replied, "First of all, thank you for following me for a while. I didn't even know that. I'm so, like, I'm so humble. That's so amazing. Number two, I leveled up by investing in private mentoring and coaching, which is exactly the same thing that I do for my clients. Is that something that you're interested in doing? Because if it is, let me know. I'd love to book a call with you." Right? So people telling you how I leveled up. Let me tell you how I leveled up. I leveled up by hiring people. You ready to hire me? Right? It's not magical. None of this is magical. It is strategy. And if you pay me $25,000 to work with me, and at the end of the year you've made 100, you've made 200, and now you can repeat that every year for the rest of your working years. You're 40 years old. You're going to work till you're 65. I taught you how to make $200,000. Multiply that times, you're 40 and you're working till multiply $200,000 times 25 years that you're still going to be working in the marketplace. And then tell me if paying me $25,000 was not worth it to give me just a little smidgen of this so that you could have all of this. Okay? You know what? Let me just do the math because now I went there. So let me do the math. If you made $200,000 for 25 years, that's $5 million for the rest of your life. If you paid me $25,000 and I taught you how to make 200,000 minimum, and you didn't learn anything the rest of your life, you didn't get any better, you just stayed the same, you just stayed at $200,000 a year, paying me $25,000 gave you a return on investment of $5 million in the next 25 years. If you put $25,000 in an investment vehicle right now, you will not have $5 million in 25 years. I'm going to repeat that. If you put $25,000 in an investment account annually for the next 25 years, you will not have $5 million in 25 years. That is a minimum. This is what we call reframing the way you see things, perspective, mindset shift, right? So that's what it is. Wealth consciousness, stepping out of scarcity and being scared, and making decisions that align with the results you want. Making decisions that align with the results you want. So many people want to lose weight. So many people want to get off the blood pressure medication. So many people want to get off of the diabetes medication. They don't stop eating. They don't start working out. Every time you see a picture of them on Facebook, they got a plate of food in their face. And they're like, "Oh, I'm going to take my metformin, or I'm going to give myself an insulin shot." You're not going to lose weight like that, boo. And you're not going to get better. You're not going to get off your blood pressure meds. You're not going to do anything. Many people want to fix their marriage. They say that. They say that they want to fix their marriage and their relationship, but they haven't done the work to figure out how they are contributing to every fucked up relationship that they've had in the past. How they are contributing to, I'm not going to do anything unless he does something first. I'm not going to fulfill his needs if my needs aren't being met. And that tit for tat shit is really what you want to do. You don't want to fix your marriage because if you did, tit for tat doesn't belong in fixing your marriage. Oh, I really want to stop. I got pulled over for a DUI. I really want to stop drinking. No, you don't. You still drink and drive. You know? So people say what they want, but their actions clearly show you that they don't. Their actions clearly show you that they don't. And How you know that you are actually going to get what you want is if you make decisions that align with you already having that result. Right? You don't wait to get the confidence to then have the courage. You got to have the courage first to do the scary thing. And then once you complete the scary thing, you're like, oh, I didn't realize that. Then you get the confidence on the back end. After you did the scary thing successfully, are you listening? So, yes, I wanted to come in here and I wanted to share. I'm currently, um, I'm currently courage into the conference. That's right. I'm currently facilitating a small group program in 6 weeks. Today was week 2 called the Portal. The Portal is stepping into this quantum leap place where we are going to create more money in the next 6 weeks than we ever have before. And when everybody in the group is in that energy and that frequency, having a financial goal is no longer a goal. The purpose of you saying, I want to make $40,000 in 6 weeks, I want to make $100,000 in 6 weeks, I want to make $60,000 in this week, or whatever you say you want, is not so that you can hit that. It's not so that I can hit the goal. It's so that you can calibrate yourself to that frequency where you hit that. Everybody in the room inside of the portal is running, is making moves, is taking action. So we are all attuning to each other. We are building off of each other's energy. We are getting inspired by each other's work. My client Opal had a breakfast last Saturday, a brunch. Only 6 people showed. Only. She closed $20,000 in sales with one person who bought a $20,000 service from her. You don't need a room full of 50 people. You don't need a 3-day conference. You don't need to be Tony Robbins. You need to be you getting a group of people together that are interested in what you want and then selling your thing. You need to do a lot of movement. It's not hustle, but you've got to put in the foundation first for the business that you want to build. It's not going to come by buying a program with email sequences that you can just deploy. You ain't got not one fucking person on your email list. Who are you nurturing? I'm scared to go live, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll just write posts. Girl, fine, dude, fine. I'm scared that people on LinkedIn are not going to like the way that I go live because it's not corporate. Honey, I am not corporate. I go on LinkedIn. I am live on LinkedIn right now. I don't care that it's not corporate. But the people who have a service-based business, who are like, I am watching Linda's trajectory. I've watched Linda level up. I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines. I want some of this shit. Right? If you want the corporate talk with PowerPoint presentations and little workbooks and PDFs and worksheets, that's not me. But if you want to get in the presence of let's fucking go. I see the greatness in you. I see where you can be. I know that you can accelerate. I know that you are limitless. I know that you can do this. And then you want me to teach you how? Then I'm the person. So last year, let me tell you this. In December, I launched an offer that was going to start in January. It was called the Rich Coach Master. It was $12,000. And I had 7 women sign up. 7 women sign up. All I did was go live like 5 days in a row. It wasn't even like a real challenge. I just went live for 5 days. Okay. And 12,000 times 7 equals $84,000. I didn't need a 5 day challenge with Facebook ads, a Facebook group, all this other shit. I just needed to go live, give people extraordinary value, and make a call to action, which was the very same call to action that I'm about to put on the screen. Book your call. Here's what happened when people were booking their call. Some people didn't need to book the call. They already knew I want to work with you, and they were messaging me. It was December. It was December 18th. I was standing in line at Kohl's buying a strapless bra. Guys, I was buying a strapless bra for the cute blouse that I bought for Christmas. And one of my previous clients, she texted me, "Hey, Linda, I want to be inside of the Rich Coach Master." I said, "Oh my God, that's so great. Do you want to pay in full or do you want to pay in plan?" And she said, "I want to pay in plan." I said, "Okay, it's $4,000. Wait till I get home. I'll send you an invoice." She was like, "Yay, I cannot wait to get started." I went home, sent her an invoice for $4,000. She paid it. And just like that, while I was shopping at Kohl's, I got a $4,000 payment. Yesterday, I was flying here to Chicago. And one of my clients said, "Hey, Linda, I want to get inside of the portal. Send me an invoice. I want to pay you now." I'm like, "Hey, I'm traveling when I get to the hotel. I'll do it." I actually sent it this morning. This can happen for you too, but you've got to be consistent and you've got to do the work. When people message me and they're like, "Hey, Linda, can you help me with XYZ?" Yes, I can. Book a call, because there's no message that I can send you that's going to change your business. And none of the clients that are on my client testimonial page got those results by me messaging them an answer. They got those results by working with me for 90 days and beyond, you know? So, um, thanks, Juan. Right? They got those results working with me for a while. You want to have a 90-day offer for your people so that they know that they can get results with you. Like I have a client, Dr. Alejandra Milky. Dr. Alejandra came to me. She's a DEI consultant and a life coach. She didn't know how to charge. She wasn't making any money. And she paid me. And just the energetic exchange of paying me that first payment before we had our first meeting, she closed $10,000 in sales. And then she closed a $25,000 contract with Banco Popular, the largest bank in Puerto Rico. Dr. Alejandra has never been to Puerto Rico, and she never in her wildest dreams would have had the courage or knowledge to know how to position a proposal with a corporation. I helped her put it together. She negotiated. We spoke every time she was about to get on the phone with Banco Popular. In 9 weeks, Dr. Alejandra closed $51,000 in sales, and she currently has another proposal with another company out there. So Dr. Alejandra worked with me for 90 days. She paid me $15,000 because that was my rate then when we met, and she made 51K. You think it's a no-brainer for her to continue working with me for a year at $30,000? It's a no-brainer. You just made $51,000 in 9 weeks. It'd be crazy for you not to have me on retainer and be able to look at every proposal that you send and be able to give you coaching on every proposal, every single client that pops up. You want to work with me for the rest of the year, but I gave you crazy, magical, astronomical results in 90 days. Are you with me? You got to do the same for your clients. They got to get crazy freaking results so that keeping on working with you is a no-brainer. Client retention is the way McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, the mall, Amazon, client retention offers is what keeps businesses in cash flow positive situations. I know there's a lot of coaches out here that are teaching you a little bullshit. I have true, real business strategy. I am a consultant. I consult with small businesses. I have clients all over the world, in Mexico, in Guam, in the Netherlands, oh my God, in Poland. Like, how in the hell was I going to meet a Polish person? In the UK, in Dominican Republic. It's insane. I consult with businesses. I know people call themselves coaches and all that stuff. I'm not a coach. And literally, I can help coaches that are already making money. If you're struggling to make money, I'm not the best person for you. But like I said at the beginning, Chandra Brooks is, that's my girl. Okay. She will help you turn your business into a movement that gets people like salivating, creating promo for what you want. I mean, for what the result that you get. Okay. So if you're like, Linda, I need to get a call. The booking link has been scrolling across the bottom of this. It's coaching.lindahales.com. When you go there, you're going to see my client testimonials. You're going to see a button on the page that says book your call now. Book your call now. You're going to pick a time. You're going to answer the questions. They're not willy-nilly questions. The questions are designed for you to start the process of self-coaching, self-exploration, and so that you can be real about where your business is currently at. Not the fluffy shit. Oh, I have 7 offers and none of them are selling. You ain't got no offers if none of them are selling. Stop playing, right? So that you can be real with yourself and with me. So I can get on a call and I can say, oh, hell yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I can help you. Or no, I'm not going to be the best person. But here's somebody who is. And if you're interested in that, I am launching the Rich Coach Mastermind to begin at the beginning of August. I'm going to give it the rest of these 2 weeks of June and all of July for me to build it. Build the people that want to play inside of the Rich Coach Mastermind. I launched it last year and I didn't launch it again, and it is open now. Again, it is $12,000. There are special bonuses for people that pay in full. Pay in full people get a 3-hour intensive where we restructure all of your offers, get rid of most of them, raise your price, give you the strategy for the next 90 days. I want you to close out this year with your first 6 figures or your second or multiple 6 figures. It was in the middle of the pandemic in June of 2020 when I hired my coach and I closed out the year at $251,000 in sales. You can do it too. But I am not here to convince you that you can do it. I'm not here to push you off the ledge. I'm not here to get on a sales call to sell anything to you or to twist your arm or to tell you that you're crazy not to work with me. I want you to hop on a sales call with me because you're like, this is it. I want this, right? And if it's not, then it's not. Continue watching from the sidelines and let me know how that's working for your self-esteem. Stop signing up for everybody's free shit. Stop signing up for all the checklists. First of all, you don't even open those emails. Second of all, you look at the checklist and you're like, that's bullshit. I already know that. Right? And you don't take action anyway because information is not transformation. Stop buying all the courses that you don't finish. I told somebody last night, you buying courses that you don't take action on, it's like buying vacations that you don't go on. It's like buying the plane ticket, paying for the hotel, doing all the things, and then not going. Seriously? It's like you buying the Gucci watch, and then I don't want to wear it because it's Gucci. It cost me $1,600, and I just want to save it for a nice occasion. You are the occasion. When people are like, girl, you always got your face, your makeup on, like you're always dressed up, like it's an occasion. I am the occasion. I love showing up for myself. I love wearing, look, this is going to be TMI. I love wearing matching bras and panties for me. I like feeling beautiful. I like feeling feminine. I love expensive perfume for me. Not because I want to get no man. That's great. I do it for me. I'm the occasion. I'm the special thing. Where you going? I'm going to close sales today. That's why I look this way. I'm ready. I look like what I want to attract because your appearance says so much about the way you feel and your personal value and how you want others to feel. Again, if you want coaches that are going to sell you on, here's how we pick your ideal client. She's 40 and she reads O Magazine and she watches Netflix and she drinks little smoothies from Starbucks. I'm not that person. You want to know how to accelerate the damn profits in your business. If your business really is not a business, what you have is an expensive ass hobby. You go live, you get all the actions, nobody signs up. Like your spouse is about getting tired of your ass playing on the internet. Whether you have a wife or a husband. Husbands particularly get tired of that shit real quick. So stop calling yourself an entrepreneur. You spent money on photo shoots. You got a pretty website, and not $1 in your bank account for the last 90 days. Right? So if you are like, I want to make a lot of money, Linda, I just want to start making money. Girl, then come play inside of the Quantum Mill, inside of the Rich Coach Mastermind. It is open for men and women. Okay. If you call with me, let's talk. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, I've been live 36 minutes, child. This is great. I love you. I'm about to go get me a salad. I'm about to go check out these Chicago streets. See you later.